Good evening, everyone. Good evening. This is a very impromptu. Um, I won't even say Java with Jimmy, though all the stuff is up here, whatever. It has come to my attention. I'm going to try to wait for a few folks to get into the room, so I don't have to necessarily repeat this. Um, it's interesting news. Hold on for 1 second. It's interesting news. I just got a phone call from a city official, and I was asked to, not their words verbatim, but I was asked to sort of softly inform the community that there was a police involved shooting of allegedly a young man. And what this says here, and I'm going to share it with you all, that was shared with me. I don't have a lot of details, but the gist of the call was, yo, Jimmy, you need to maybe softly, um, they didn't say cover, but just, they were checking in with community members. And then because they were aware of the platform, like, you might want to um, let the community know this in a manner where it's not sensationalized by the media. And Russell Holmes has often said, and there's been incidents that we're one incident away from having, unrest. There's a lot of conversation about police reform. This city recently voted for a new mayor that believes in police reform. And so I interpreted the tone of the call. They really didn't know how to articulate what they were asking, but I heard sort of a concern and sentiment that, once it's my understanding that someone is live on the scene on Snapchat, someone is live, and their suspicion was that eventually it's going to make it to Facebook as well. And the concern was that that person was aware that a police officer has been stabbed. And then the another police officer, or that officer, I don't have all the details, but a person was shot. And how I interpreted the call, please hear me carefully. How I interpreted the call was that it was either a black or brown brother. And so, of course, it was in, from my understanding, the notification went out at 6:15:31. Um, I'm not going, the area is Dorchester, in the B2 area of Dorchester. I'm not going to share the exact address so folks won't go running up there. But again, if you're just tuning in, not a regular job with Jimmy. I had an event. I'm not trying to sensationalize this. I fought for a few minutes to even go live, but I heard what's the word? Sentiment, credence or whatever in the person's voice, that they're concerned that messaging around this, and we know what the media does. And as I said before, Representative Holmes has said that we're one incident away from having, some aggressive pushback on law enforcement in this city. So as things develop, I am expected to get a phone call back. I've reached out to a couple of people about it, and I'm afraid to check the comments, but let me just go and see the comments. Thank you all. It's more around praying. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, we want to keep that officer in prayer. We want to keep the person that allegedly stabbed the officer. Um, and if you unfortunately move in this space, a full notification was made. And if you move in this space, full notification typically are usually in reference to the person's demise. And so there is a family, of as much as the officer, there's a family of this. I'm not going to use. There's a family of the person that allegedly stabbed um, the police officer, and so let us hope that there is a. It's a police involved shooting, and so here's where the district attorney comes in. And my understanding is that Rachel Rollins believes in independent investigations and not the police department will investigate its own police involved shooting. And so, among other things that are going on in our community, we need to pay attention to this. We need to listen to the cadence and the drumbeat of the district attorney. Um, I'm just thinking about this in real time. I'm only doing this because I got the call. And so we need to think about the cadence of the district attorney in the investigation, what it is that she is perceiving in the initial investigation. Presumably, she and her office or her office is on the scene. Um, I'll put the screenshot back up of the notification. Um, and here it is here. And so this is the notification that went out at about 6:15. And then unfortunately, I'm showing the address in that, but I wanted you all to see the information was what was sent to me, followed up by a phone call, and then this was sent to me. And so if you are aware of it, and you know someone or in the area, just keep the officer in prayer, keep the alleged person that stabbed the officer in prayer. As I get more updates, I will let you all know. But again, I only went live because I heard something in that person's voice that they're concerned that this may be by the media sensationalized. We just came to with the new mayor who we had the incident that happened at the Henderson School. The Herald asked Mayor elect Wu, given that would she still want police in schools, and she took an affirmative and said, well, she didn't say hell no, but she said no. And so we do not want these incidents to be politicized in a manner where the Boston Police Union and police officers and whatnot will galvanize around these incidents and sort of attempt to push the legislature and municipal leaders and electeds to stop the police reform that is progressing here in this city, all over the country. If you look at other cities and other states, they didn't vote for police reform. However, here in Boston, we did via rather the mayor that we voted for. So as I get more information, I reached out to a media friend of mine to see if they had more details because I'm not media. As I get more information that's significant, I will let you know. I will more than likely be typing unless there's something major. The cadence in the person's voice was that this person is not going to make it. And so their concern is that how that message is presented, with the understanding that, you know, a police officer allegedly has been stabbed, so as I find out um, more significant information, I may come back and go live. But otherwise, I will do updates. This is the first time where I got like a call like that asking to do this, and so it's very interesting. So I ask you to keep me in prayer. All right, everyone. Again, prayers for the family of the officer, the partner, the staff that works with. I don't know. It just says an officer has been stabbed and a person has been shot. Full notification has been requested for the suspect. I used to get these notifications, and so we'll keep you all abreast if I get again more significant information. And just remember, if you see this sensationalized in the media, and you see people politicize this conversation in an attempt to um, um, rabble rouse, for lack of a better word, and understand the spirit of what I'm saying. Do we need to stand up? Did protesting push toward the police reform that we voted for in a sense, and the legislature did some things on a state level? Absolutely. But let us be sure and listen. And again, I don't know why I find myself saying, let's listen to the cadence of the district attorney and see what she reports and ensure that this is an independent investigation. BPD can't investigate itself. I said it. Mm-mm. All right. With that being said, I'm not going to get too deep into that. We'll keep you abreast. Have a best evening that you can. Um, and guess I would say thank you.